Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. We're here in our Times Square studio. When I say we, I mean me and Bruce Otte, director of the IBM SmartCloud platform. So a great chance to ask, I hope this is not improper, Bruce, but we have a lot of people watching this. IBM, cloud computing, you know what analysts are like. They're kind of snarky breed, sorry, analysts. And there's always been this sort of rumor that IBM is a dinosaur and, it's never going to get anywhere fast enough and whatever. But here you are in my studio at Cloud Expo. IBM is a diamond sponsor. Shall we lay to rest the myth, perhaps, that IBM is a dinosaur and hasn't figured out cloud computing?
Well, I would very much like to lay that to rest, Jeremy, for sure. IBM, as one of the oldest IT technology companies in the world, for the last 5, 6, 7 decades, has been in the top 3 of IT companies.
It's so not a bad pedigree.
It's not a bad pedigree of a dinosaur that won't die, right? And so I think cloud computing is exactly the same way. IBM's perspective on cloud computing, while some may have felt was a little slow of adoption or slow of promotion, has really been more about a systematic approach to saying, what's the impact to the underlying business as a whole? Right. And from that perspective, saying, cloud computing certainly is the way we need to move, but we need to do it in such a way that our customers experience the least disruption to their ability to accomplish their business. And so that's what we've been doing from an IBM perspective, both from our software as a service delivery platforms that we've been building and acquiring and putting into the market, as well as on the infrastructure side of rebuilding our service management platform around OpenStack. And the ability to provide that level of migration portability, yet still having the security, availability, resiliency you want to maintain your enterprise applications, but make it easier for end users to have access to the information and data that they need. So at the end of the day, IBM as a dinosaur, well, yes, you could say we're a little bit slow and proddy in how we do it, but as we move through, we make very nice roads through the forest for our customers to ride upon afterwards.
Right, and some of the steps have been, if you've mentioned them, the OpenStack step. Now, very recently, we've had the SoftLayer acquisition step. These are big steps.
They're very big steps, and they're very systematic and thoughtful and purposeful in how we do it, because as a company ourselves of over 400,000 employees in over 140 countries around the world, we have our own IT infrastructure that's a bit of a challenge, as you can imagine. And so in many cases, some of our acquisitions that we do have been because of our own internal use of that. For example, our whole marketing platform of software as a service, the Unica, was an acquisition because our marketing team found them and used them and found it successful. And we said, this is something our other customers can use as well. So it's that systematic approach to how we do things that is actually of great benefit then to our customers. And why we encourage our customers to look at IBM not only as a vendor, but look at us as a strategic partner, because we truly do drive innovation with a huge chunk of our budget going into research, over 11 research centers around the world now. Cloud computing is just one more area where we find it to be, as you have mentioned or others have mentioned, the 5th wave or the 3rd wave. It is about how do you make businesses function more efficiently with the applications that support their processes.
And what I'm hearing also, Bruce, without putting words into your mouth, is that, it's okay to wait for IBM a little bit sometimes to come to the party, because when we come, think how carefully we have arrived at the party. Think with what, judicious judgment we have turned up. So when you arrive at Cloud Expo and arrive in the cloud ecosystem, you're here forever, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, we would hope so, and hopefully signed up with IBM forever. But the idea of working with IBM and working alongside of us, those customers who have partnered with us are actually finding their ideas and innovations getting into many of our cloud deployments. So that yes, you can wait and wait and then adopt after, but in many cases, if you join up and partner with us, then you are actually providing part of the drive for that change and helping enable that and make that possible. And I think that's a wonderful way of working and having business with IBM.
Well, that is a call to action, completely and utterly irresistible. If you want to take IBM up on that, Bruce Otte is your man, Director of the SmartCloud platform. Thank you so much, Bruce, for joining us here in the Times Square studio, and thank you for following along out there on the World Wide Web.